Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is going to be a crafting video. I wanted to work on the babusia sewing machine cover. I haven't worked on it since the last time I filmed, and I'll knit for the other part of the video. I feel like I'll knit on the Home Sweet Home cloth, but I do want to knit on the Olympian sweater too. So I have the sewing machine cover this part here, and I'll start working on it. I feel like I'll use the black next, and I'll see how it is. And if you see my hair just like doing that, the fan is on me. I'm wearing 3/4 length sleeves. I'll see how I am with it, if I'm going to switch or not, but so far I'm okay. Oh, okay. So this is the Gutermann top stitching thread. I don't have a top stitching needle right now, so I haven't been using any of the top stitching thread that I have because I I haven't been able to get it through the eye with the needle. So the Medivik cake came out so amazing with the flavors, and I'm happy it worked with the whole process. I get it through here. Because for the frosting, I did wait to do it, and it didn't take long, so I'm happy that maybe if I do it another time, if I wanted to, I could do it the same day as the rest of the cake. For the cake layers, I ended up using tin foil because that's what I had. I feel like if I had baking sheets, it would come off the sheets more smoothly, but it worked. I just floured it a little more. In the beginning, I because I used to have the baking sheets and I forgot I finished them, and so there was wax paper and I don't know if you know where I'm going with this already, but it says like it assists you with baking on the box. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll just, use it in the oven. And you're not supposed to do that. And nothing caught on fire, but I then started to use the tin foil. And I used the tin foil for multiple layers. After a while, I did switch them out, and they the honey cake was just like it was soft before the frosting, is that what you would call it? And then um, afterwards it soaked into the cake. And I was kind of testing to see if I liked I mean, I knew I was going to like the frosting because it's the powdered sugar and sour cream with heavy whipping cream, and I use vegan heavy whipping cream and the lactate sour cream. And so I know I like all those ingredients. And so I first tasted the sour cream with the powdered sugar because you're mixing those first. Um, well, you're mixing those before folding the heavy whipping cream in. And I saved some, or is it icing, for myself because I was just like eating it because I really like um to just eat it on its own. So really happy with it, and I'm happy that it was getting eaten too. So it kind of brings me to the other thing that I was like, should I even mention it? Because the Home Sweet Home cloth I really love, and I know that I use my knits. So I was kind of thinking, well, the cake is something that was like my contribution to this weekend. So I was like, maybe since I'm not gonna finish it on time, I'll just think about it and look at it and um, decorate with it or something. And there's still time to like make it into something else, but I think I might make it into a cloth because um, I didn't um, catch my floats on the inside. That's my my thing with like making stuff because I look at it like, oh, I maybe I'll keep this and then I'll make another because I've done that before, especially like with mittens. I like the mittens and then I'll end up keeping them, but then I make another pair. So since the colors are meaningful to me, maybe I'll hold on to it for now. And the other thing is like no judgment to anybody who's not into knitting or like maybe likes knitting but is not like oh my god knitting because um I have gifted stuff to my mom in the past for knitting and crochet and I haven't seen her for a couple of years but I mean I saw her over the winter um holiday and she wasn't using the stuff, which is fine. So then I was like also thinking, well, if I make something else that's more of what she would probably use, maybe that would be better instead of giving this one away. But there are some like house decorations in the kitchen, like a lot of them. Like the containers you could put flour and sugar and coffee, tea and stuff. And then there's mini houses. That's like a whole, like they're a bunch of, like my fairy houses, except a little smaller and they're porcelain, and they have the different um, ingredient listings on them. Sorry, I'm saying it weird. They like paprika, um, thyme, parsley, garlic, poppy, like stuff like that on them. I don't know if those were the exact ones, but it's that type of those type of houses. And that's why I'm like back and forth on it. So I'm gonna see, but I do love gifting stuff. So I'll see. Um, didn't want to say it, but like the more I knit on it, the more I loved it. And um, back to the cake, I really loved how the cake turned out too. I'm definitely making it again. Does that look like, or did I go up more? Can I bring it back? Sometimes I'm able to, so let me see. See, I think I want it down more. Yay. I don't know if it's okay to do that type of stuff when you're embroidering. And I must be really slow to the, like, maybe, I don't know, if an embroiderer would look at this and be like, you're taking forever. And I'm like, I know. I'm taking my time. Because I don't even know what I'm thinking about doing with this. I'm kind of like going with it. I only waited 4 hours for, sorry, I keep going back and forth with like knitting and my cake. I'm so happy with how the cake turned out. So they say to wait overnight. I waited 4 hours and I thought that was, well, 4.5 hours. I thought that was good. And it was soft and it cut. Um, I'll see if maybe I can get a sliver for the freezer, but I didn't need the brown sugar, the powdered sugar, because I didn't know if I had enough and I didn't measure it. So I think I'll I'll definitely make it again. I had to use up this heavy whipping cream before it goes bad again, because that's I think what happened last time. So I bought another one. This is what I have so far. But I definitely want to make something. Well, I'll make another gift too. And then there's another gift that I was thinking about making for my friend who I used to work with. Her birthday's coming up next month. And um, well, there's a couple of people actually, because I tend to stick with air signs. That's who I usually stay in touch with. I was thinking maybe gifting a sewing project because it'll be warm. Do I want to do it one more time or yeah, I'll do it one more time. So now I'll do the bottom of the eye. I don't know, maybe I'll just work on this video, or it's 20 minutes. I'll see how far I get. I know the Olympian sweater is going to be long on me, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. Should I do rounded? Yeah, I guess I will. So my final project for this other course that's part of the pharmacy course, but not the main pharmacy course. Um, that's gonna be due in like 2 weeks. I just started it today. I finished my other assignments early because I've also been studying the um sorry, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, is it really, really dark? No, I think it's okay. That's what I have so far. So These are some of, well, these are my index cards, so they're the smaller ones are the ones that I made after the ones that they gave us. So, because they gave us the large index cards and I cut them in half. Let's see. And I did write on them. Well, I do have like a format that I kind of go for, but I also feel like the other way to help remember is to give like the information that's at the top that's also technically on the other side, but I feel like I have to read harder than hmm, sorry, I'm still thinking the black is okay for this. Sorry, I keep looking and going back and forth on it. But I feel like I have to think harder to read the Ukrainian, so it kind of like is an on and off where I'll read it and then I'll get what it is, but I don't have to read it because it's just um sometimes my brain isn't reading it. So I'm trying to see because I'm like, does it go with the rest of it? Maybe I should do the green. Oh my god, it's under the laptop. I'm so sorry for that sound. um, so do the green, maybe? Maybe I could have done the inside of the eye too. Because I'm like, is this really dark? And I'm not sure. So, um, I think I have to think about it. Maybe I should do the other side the other color because this is really dark. Mm, it just looks dark. So maybe I'll pause it for a moment and then see what I'm gonna do. Because there's a chance I might make it like a different color. Wait, try it the other way. Do this, like, see what happens. So I might give an update or I might finish the eye. But I'll be back. So I like it a lot better. I'm going to switch out the lining on this one. I don't know how much it's showing on video, but right now it is super dark, so I felt like because everything else is kind of on the lighter side that I'll do it like this. I think I'll do that off camera too, but I can probably see where I ended up stitching, so it won't take as long. Okay, I'm a lot happier with how the outline is. I think I'm going to just use the same one because I don't really want to go darker than this for the pupil, and then I'll probably just do the eye color pupil, the rest of the eye. I still have a little thread left. It's there is a lot going on in the back, so don't mind that. Then I'll put the cover on top anyway. And this is exciting because after this I'll be able to, I guess I'll just finish it this, finish the cover in this video. Not do it as big. Yeah, I'll have enough for the satin stitch for this. It's not a lot of area. I'm hoping that this is okay. I have blue too, so if not, I could go for blue. I'll see. black. Alright, so I got the first one. Let me see the blue because it's literally right there. But pause. I think I'm gonna go for this one. It's like a periwinkle, and it's the same as this. Well, it's the same brand. I'm gonna stitch in the other part of the eye, and I'm gonna probably go with this because I actually like this color. And since I'm gonna finish it, I think I'm gonna pause it for the next eye for at least what I already did on one of them. This. I'm going to start the rest of the eye. And I kind of just try to gauge where I'm supposed to put this stuff. Hopefully I do. Like the estimate works. May I want it to. It is chaotic in the back of this, so don't mind it if you see the back of the project. Start there. I think my sleep schedule will adjust again because I usually stay upstairs or doing like other things until nighttime, and then I do stuff in the kitchen. So maybe the sleep schedule will change a little bit. It probably not a lot, just because I sleep late in general or early. And me pressing the needle in different places because I don't really have an outline of what I would like to do. May seem a little uh, but I try to do it. Because I want to show the finished product in the video. I'll pause it for the next eye and then I'll do everything else, like sew the pieces together. But I can already see that I'm really happy with everything. Did the outline. I'm not sure if it'll show up on video, but it's turning into a thing for sure. I don't know what cover or what to cover because, like, I have the nesting dolls on the sewing table, so it kind of goes with this one. But I want it on my featherweight too. So I'll see what sewing machine it fits because I didn't take any measurements. Well, I did, but I made it bigger for the featherweight. I just remembered a dog movie that I watched that had a happy ending. I tend to go for, it might seem boring to some people, but I don't like drama in my life, and I don't like drama in shows either. So, or movies and shows. And I really get sad when like it's an animal movie and something happens to the animal. And then I've watched a lot of horror growing up. I don't watch as much now. And I'm also thinking, well, I maybe like magic or like sci-fi or fantasy type of stuff to a degree. Again, like I don't really want to watch a drama, and I don't watch that much in general. Like the stuff that I watch, I probably have watched multiple times. I have watched many, many times over and over and over again. Really happy with how this is turning out, like super happy. And I'm really happy, like I still think about like I'm really happy about how the cake turned out. Like I love the cake. And I surprisingly like I love dessert. I don't eat too many cakes. Not like I don't like them. I usually go for pies or like fruit things because they're not as sweet. With the honey cake, it's like I love how it's not like super super sugary. Of course, you put the sugar in, but the honey doesn't make it like overly sweet or more natural sweet. Now I am so happy with how it is turning out, and I have like 10 minutes till an hour. I try to keep it around an hour at least because I know I talk a lot. Surprisingly, I'm like a goblin even in the house too, where I wait till it's clear and then I go and do everything. But I feel like this was the right call. Oh my god. And this is probably because the back of the work is all everywhere. Super, super, super happy with it. Oh my god. I'm like, I don't know if you could see that, but really, really happy with it. That stitch is doing like expanding, but so I'm gonna pause it, do the other side, and then start connecting the stuff, and it's exciting. There's thread everywhere. Okay. Oh my god, I love it. You can see what I did. I really love how everything turned out. I'm happy with how the embroidery turned out too, because don't know if I've ever embroidered anything. But now I'm going to start assembling this stuff. So I have this inside now that I can attach to this to cover, and then put it inside out and then attach it to the other side. So I'll be back because I'm going to do that on my um, heavy duty sewing machine because there's a couple layers to go through. I haven't sewed it together. or sewn it together, but I did pin the fabric. So now I'm gonna sew it. I just didn't want my video to do something where it wouldn't record. Okay, I didn't attach them yet, but I I attached the inside to this side, and now I'm gonna attach it to the back of it, and that'll be that for the most part. I quickly ironed it, so I'll iron it again. But I have to do that part again. And I'll come back. I feel like I am tiring myself out a little, which is good because then I'll be able to go to bed after this. It usually take a while for me to fall asleep lately. Yeah, I'll be back. Sorry, I'll be right back because I just put together the two sides. Now I'm gonna sew them. I'm so happy it's finished and it worked. It fits the featherweight when I put I don't know what you call um, the flap that goes up, and then it does well with that. So it could go on the featherweight. I might have to re-iron it and then pop the sides out and everything. But really happy with how it turned out. Could do that. I still had to see if it'll fit on the other sewing machine, but I kind of like the other machine, the other sewing machine, how it um, is kind of like presented on the table, but this goes with everything, well, the other things that are on that table. So maybe it'll be a cover for there. I still have to close up the holes here because I put it inside out, or I put it right side out, and I didn't leave a lot of room to because I wanted to do the bottom of this, but I think I'm just gonna hand stitch the bottom and that'll be fine. That'll be another time, but super happy with how I like got everything in here. Um, it definitely fits the rest of the stuff because I use the floral fabrics and it suits the whole thing of it. Oh, I didn't even say the Metavic video. I don't know if it's the song, but that video also got banned in Belarus and Russia. So I don't know if it's the songs that I use, but because I already knew it was going to be a copyrighted song, so I figured that that was going to be the case, but I'm not sure but it's been happy crafting. I'll see what the next craft's gonna be on the list. Definitely gonna be finishing those knitting projects. The Home Sweet Home cloth I'm still thinking about, but I do really love it, the way that it's been knitting up. So it's a cover and I'm really happy with it. Um, I think, well, I think I'll try to go to bed. As you can see, it's bright. I think my sleep schedule will adjust probably next month. At it'll be, I think I'll still be a night owl, but I think it'll be not as that right now. Um, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.